Hi, I'm Sean Preble, and today we're spending 5 minutes with Al Frederick, Chief of the Windsor Police Service. Last year, the Windsor Police conducted a census and determined that there wasn't necessarily enough diversity amongst its force, and so this year it looks like you guys are trying to get more women and other minority groups. Why do you think it is there's perhaps a lack of diversity?
Well, first of all, we have a mandate to reflect the community that we serve. So that gives us the motivation to try and be more reflective. So what we're trying to do is maintain our standards, which are extremely high. It's a very competitive process. But at the same time, we want to break down barriers that people have, different segments of our population, to applying for the Windsor Police Service. So for example, what we've discovered, women in particular don't like to compete during the physical fitness part of the application process next to male counterparts. So we've removed that barrier, and they can all compete just with women.
Okay, how have you removed that barrier?
When we hold public outreach opportunities in our community, we go into different schools, St. Clair College, the University of Windsor. We invite only female applicants. We have female testers there, and we have some female officers on scene to help the participants to better understand what it means to be a police officer.
Okay, and why should women and other minority groups consider joining the Windsor Police Service?
Mm-hmm. So we have tremendous needs. Our community is the fourth most diverse community in all of Canada. So we need to better understand the communities we serve, to be as good as we can be, to provide the services that, equitably all across the spectrum amongst all people in Windsor. We need to have people that represent and are reflective of those diverse communities. It's as simple as that. It could be a language barrier, could be a cultural issue that we're going to be more aware of and have those skill sets when we have diverse employees.
Okay, and on top of making sure there are different police officers, female police officers at these community outreaches, what is Windsor Police, doing to really widen that range of diversity and to just really reach out and prompt people, come join us, we're open to anyone joining?
The first thing we're doing is reaching out to a lot of different cultural hubs within the community, churches, schools, that sort of thing. But the other thing is we're trying to do is educate people. What is it that you're in for as a police officer? It's not all glamour. It's 3 shifts, it's 24/7, 365. It's a very demanding profession, both intellectually, physically, and it takes a toll on you personally with the demands of the job. So court, for example, after you've worked all night and that sort of thing. So we try to be fair with applicants and educate them as much as we can and let them know it's not all glamour. It's a very difficult and demanding job.
Okay. Now, back in the fall of 2012, I know the police held a town hall to give people a chance to voice their concerns and just speak with the organization. Now, given it's been more than a year since that town hall, how do you think the public perception has changed of the Windsor Police Service?
In order to measure that, we held an external satisfaction survey. It was conducted by a third party, so independent of us. And we found that there's tremendous satisfaction with the services we normally or typically provide. So we've had about a 90% approval rating. However, we're always striving to be better. So we think that for the most part, we're doing and we're delivering the services in the manner that the people are expecting from us. But again, we're committed to improving each and every day. That's one of the our foundations for growth as an organization, is that every day we can do things better, and we're committed to that goal.
Okay, and in a city the size of Windsor, what would you say are the biggest challenges that the Windsor Police Force, that law enforcement faces?
Technology is a big one. So money being what it is, constraints on our budget, you're trying to identify the best technologies that help us be as effective as possible, but there are so many different technologies out there that we can acquire that would help perhaps in incremental ways, but we want to get the best bang for our buck. So that's a huge challenge for us.
Okay, and one last question. What are your future plans for the Windsor Police Service?
That's a great question. So right now, we're in the middle of what we call strategic business planning. That is a process that started with a lot of community consultation, and it's going to plan the future of the Windsor Police Service over the next 3 years. So all of our technology, all of our human resource projects, all of our operational initiatives, they will all be defined in this strategic business plan that's under development right now.
I'm Sean Preble, and we've just spent 5 minutes with Chief Al Frederick of the Windsor Police.